Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Keejchen with some more Dominions 5. We are a little bit behind in recording now. I've been doing a lot of work. I've just been prioritizing getting the turns done and sent in so we don't stale. But not so much on recording. Ooh, that's a little bit loud. Hold on. There we go. Much better. I'll turn down my own sound a little bit too. Shouldn't be all that high, but there should be sound now, which is a new thing. I don't know if that was in the last episode. Now we have sound again, that's good. And I've made a note that we forgot to show a message in this turn. So this is the turn 4, this is turn 55. So you would have already seen this one. And I sent a message to the other two that I showed you, but I didn't show the one to a Rustbot. So I wrote to him, it is against the better judgment of the Friwaldese Philosopher Council, but Bob would like to give the cow one last chance to evacuate our lands. Bob is truly a generous and patient god. May all tremble. We suggest you take the offer. So just that was after he has started in his invasion of Friwald, and we are sort of we're not scared of him, but I don't really want to bother dealing with him if I can avoid it. So I'm giving him a chance to pull out. Now we are in turn 56 here, and let's just go through the whole thing. Late fall in the year 4 of the Ascension Wars. There's a messenger here from Avas. He says, I'll take the mire then. I won't ask for any provinces, but if there's ones that you want me to take, I try to get around to them. Hortis just lost most of his army this turn, so I should be able to be finished with them soon. And yeah, we saw the battle last turn. He says he wants to take the mire. That's fine, I told him to. He says he won't take any other, or ask for any other provinces. I did. I'm offering you land here, and that's really good for me, because I would prefer to keep it. I was handing him an olive branch here, and he doesn't even want my free stuff. Sure. It seems like he still wants to be friends from this message. That's good. And, well, he's, working on Portis. That's good. Yeah, let's just move on. Researching Blood Magic at level 4, going into level 5. We have cast Hill Giant, Fall Bearers, Inner Sun, and a Dire Portent here. Sist Dobernan has cast a global spell. Fire is a fickle element. This is the one where he gains 20 gems. But we have also put up the Well of Misery this turn. So he put up his thing again. It was taken down by someone earlier, but now he's put it up again, and we get the Well of Misery up and running. Ours give 21 gems, where he's is only giving him 20 gems. So yeah, that's that. Bone Fiends, Awakened Mindmen, Summoned with the Wolves, Heavenly Wrath. There was a magic site in Shem, a Weeping Stone, that is here. 1 extra water gem. Very nice. Let's go back to the messages. Let's see. We didn't cast any site searching things, no. Some blood slaves. Then there was a Samwise II has tried to assassinate Usad Han the hero. And if you recall from the last episode, I don't know when I mentioned it, but I would have liked to assassinate this specific guy. He has a flame helmet. This is a guy with 2 fire boosters that we want. He's at fire level 6 in a battle. This guy can be super significant. He doesn't have any fire gems, so maybe not so much. But still he has an air elemental. He's just a really good guy. He's a hero. So it's a one-time thing for Rustbot. And he gets to meet Samwise, who has a misc slot available and a head slot available. Well, look at that. So with a little bit of luck, he will pick up those items. He's going to fly in there. He's casting Iron Warrior, so he buffed himself to protection 26. And then he gets one-shotted. So that's that. He did not pick up any items, unfortunately, but we effectively cut off the head of the best leader in the Rustbot army, which, by the way, is also 0 upkeep, just probably the best mage they had, and he's dead. Very nice. Couldn't have asked for a better result there. Now, all the battles. There was a battle in Olyur. This is Quantum attacking us. There's an assassin, so Quantum has assassins apparently. And he's attacking, this is the AI now. AI has taken over, so the AI thinks that this is a worthwhile attack for some reason. He gets cut down before he gets to the line, really. Yeah, in Vipitra, we are attacking Rosbot, counter-raiding with our mercenary band here, and he has not a lot on the other side. It'll be a fast battle. In goes the Sylphs, they kill the leader, and that's it. They are pretty good, those Sylphs. We've taken control of the province of Gabrilion, so that's nice. He didn't put up any province defense in there. In Sefafne, we are being attacked by Atinium. Now Atinium, I did say last episode that he was awakening, and here is the might of Atinium. But one thing to note, and I don't know if I mentioned it, and I don't know if I knew last episode, but the player that logged into Atinium and did their turn did only, maybe did some more things, but mainly did one major thing, which was to set the nation to AI. So there is no one controlling Atinium anymore. That I've been sort of thinking that maybe some gems were sent, or some gold were sent, or maybe even magic items were sent to someone from Atinium. We can't know, and I don't really care. But that might have been a thing. But nonetheless, they are now AI, and they are on the move. So this is the army of Atinium. We don't have to talk a lot about this battle in particular, but we see a good amount of them moving forward into Sefafne here. There will be a lot of that. The AI spreading out with all those troops. Now we see a battle between Avas and Portis with some mages on the other side of the field here. I think this is another turn where Portis staled. So Avas is just taking advantage, pushing into their lands. They do have some spells being cast, but the mages don't run away or anything, and these lions are pretty quick. So they move up and they kill everything, but unfortunately for Portis. Yeah, they didn't even kill anything. Unfortunate. There was a battle in Trottern where we are raiding Rosbot with a Wraithbolt, and he's gonna kill that province defense, no problem. In Grain Gate, we are poking with just an acolyte against this army here, just to see if he moved away. But apparently I'm the only one who uses the Siege a Forge and then move forward and then move on strategy. Everyone seems to be really set on just once they siege a fort, they want to tear it down instead of making some more moves and confusing the enemy. It's a little bit predictable, which is good for me. We're just checking with the scout here. No, we were not checking with the scout. That was, again, Quantum with a scout that they had out about, and they attacked. The AI just attacks with it into a province and loses it, whatever. Here is the army of Shenton attacking into Jepero. We sort of anticipated this, or feared it. This is his army that has some units, some strong units, but then a buttload of mages, and that is the major issue with this army. There's so many mages here. It is insane. And they spawn skeletons, so they have troops. And they have some good solid units in there as well. More units. More mages in the back. They have this son of the goddess, the Etten. And they just have all the things. Our little hobbit province defense will try to put up a fight. And they do get in there and they cut down some things. It's not really a fight. Then just look at that mass of skeletons. Right, that was in Jepero. They lose 5 barbarians and 1 foul-spawn light ogre infantry. 6 units lost, down to 94, of which this up here is the mage core, moving all the way down to the 4 shamans here. Yes, they are not fun to deal with. Yeah. In Bolfaken, we are being raided, I think. Yes, by a Wraithbolt, yes. And nothing to defend, so it will be taken. In the hole, we are being raided by a white and we have flyers here. They will fly to the back. He gets up invulnerability up first, so none of them land any damage against protection 22, but 28 versus mundane attacks. Is that in the head? It is, I suppose, the same. So, I mean, if they roll a really, really lucky roll, they might be able to damage him, but probably not kill him. So, yeah, they die. The sots. So in Hesperia here, we are being raided. They are clearing a fort, and we had a wounded Atlantean militia here. He is dead. Oh, he runs away. In Windsong Forest, we are attacking, counter-raiding with some trolls and some giants, and there's not really anything defending. In Windswept Desert, we are moving up our little skill spam army. Not as intimidating as the Shenton skill spam army, but it is a skill spam army with a few buried initiates mixed in. And the mercenaries here. Yeah, it's not an interesting battle, but it's a decent army we have moving up here. With 5 consorts and 5 initiates. It's not much, but it's okay. Windswept Desert, then in Ongbaloth we are being attacked by Atinium again. And that is a lot of Lamias. This, I mean, they have the Gift of Health, so they have higher maximum hit points that they usually would have, which combos with their 50% regeneration, and they have that in the second form that they have as well, so these guys are almost unkillable. The only thing that we have going for us here is that they are not very good at killing things themselves. They do have a magic attack, which is very important, so invulnerability and stuff will not work against this. We need something with insane protection, like a thug, and that could be Bob. Bob will probably be able to solo this army, depending on what kind of spells the AI mixes in. I don't think these guys would ever be able to kill Bob if they surrounded him, and he would kill them eventually. I think. So that's sort of how we will probably approach that. That's a lot of Lamias. I've never ever seen that many Lamias in a game, so that's interesting. We need a super thug. Any normal army will be completely run over by that. Or we could cast some area-wide, battlefield-wide spells maybe that will kill everything. Here we have a raid in here. I was raiding with all the angels this turn, that's right. And he put up a Wraith Lord in here to defend against my raid. But then the angel is here. One of them. It is, who is it? Bilbo. We have Sots as well, and they surround. Puts up the Soul Vortex, and he starts killing the Sots, and they run away, and then Bilbo comes in and murders him. So, short battle then. We lose 4 Sots, whatever. In the Holy See, we are attacking with a mix of units here. Alright, this is me counter-raiding. I was counting on him maybe moving from this province with his Wraith Lord here. He did not. He stayed behind, or he was moving to the same province and we met. And it results in us actually losing this fight, I think. We landed a hit on him there. That's lucky. But he's immediately healed. And there's no way this army can stop him. So they are dead. In the Holy See, we lose 11 units total. Yeah, that's not good for our underwater presence, but at least the commander gets away. That was here in the High Mill. We are again sitting on top of his fort here, and he had a mage in here who is deceased, weakened, battle-fried, chest wound, and never healing wound. So it's not the best mage. He did put a fire gem on it at least, and it's a level 3 fire mage, so he probably would have defended this territory. But in the end here, we have an angel, and he will find the mage and kill him. Is that fort sieged? We lose a few units, but we kill a mage. That was gonna die anyway, so it's not a big victory, but we did lock down High Mill. We've taken control of the Soaked Earth again, next to Garillion. No province defense put in any of those. Again, I think 1 gold would have been nice for you, but it maybe not. It's not necessary. He would have gained intel from having that, though. I think one of them I take with the scout. So, again, he would have kept the province if he had just stayed with, put in 1 PD. We have 1 angel here raiding a territory. This is Shanton itself, is it? Yes. His capital. He did have a mage here, the Druid of the Plagues. It is twice born, so it's not a big loss if we kill it here. Let's see what happens. This is just 1 angel coming in. And he lands here in a good spot. Peregrine second. Kills the mage. There's still a leader in the fight. I don't know about these skellies, or not skellies, but ghosts. I don't think they can hurt him. No. We put up a little bit of a fight, but not a lot of a fight. So that's it. We killed the Druid of the Plagues in here. He will get that guy back, but he can't, you know, we have to kill him once before we can kill him twice. Then in the red mines, we are being attacked by Quantum, another scout hopping up, and he will in fact fight this 1 Sylvan commander. The Battle of the Ages, the epic showdown between 1 measly hobbit and 1 goblin chief. We have a Sylvan commander over here. He's slinging some rocks at him. Can he land it in time? The melee ensues. This guy has a Wakasashi, and this guy only has a pitchfork. And the Duel of the Ages will result in the Bakemono chief killing our Sylvan commander province defense. Oh, great. So, Quantum took 1 province. There was a battle in assist. This is a bunch of mages moving out to clear this province, and they did meet my bird initiate here. Could have maybe done something, but not against this kind of skillet spam, so it's not worth watching. He dies horribly, burned alive. In Nirn, we have the Harasbat raiding force, not known as anything specifically. This is a bunch of skeleton spammers flying around, dumping hordes of skeletons on us. They meet this group over here, where we have a priest. Oh, this is where we have Gunderic, the prophet, who I've kitted out as a a minor thug, and he will try to fight this. That is a lot of skeletons, though, and yeah, they will run out of fatigue eventually, these guys, but I don't think we will be able to kill them fast enough. We have 2 priests and Gunderic. Unfortunately, Gunderic is not set to... He's set to cast the Syllable of Death and not the Banishment spell that he has. And so... And he's set to melee attack, which he's gonna do. He's gonna move forward, and unfortunately this blade is really bad against inanimate beings, so it doesn't do anything else against them. But he does hit like a truck, so he will kill units every time he does an attack. He's backed up by some sacreds, but they are just getting overwhelmed by this massive skeletons. Well, the 2 priests are still alive at this point. Gunderic is surrounded. He won't go down that easily. So if we had maybe 2 more priests in here, I think they could have cleared the whole thing. Look at how efficiently they are clearing it. But they failed to defend themselves, and one of them go down. Another one goes down. Now there's no priests, only Gunderic surrounded. And he is holding. He has taken 1 hit, but his defense skill is 21 and protection 23, so he can't really be hurt efficiently. And now he's routing, so he's trying to get out, and he kills 1 with every blow. There's just too many skellies. And more are joining the fight. So yeah, like 2 more priests might have done it here. But... yeah. This happens. There's been a lot of scalar spams in this campaign as a whole. Shanton's doing it, I'm doing it, now Rasbad is doing it. Is there anyone else doing it? Maybe it's just the 3 of us. I think Quantum did it a little as well. He's at least, he was a lich. Gunderik dies in Nern without them taking any losses. So that was a very sore defeat for me. Not what I was hoping for. They would have taken it if like 1, 2, if there was 5 composers of the scriptors, if I had 2 more priests, or if I had scripted him a little bit differently, something like that. Just this amount of skeletons, there's just nothing he could do. Unfortunate. And they will pick up some of my items and everything. Yeah. And we will need a new prophet in the future. We can't do it right now. This province here, we've been raided by a Wraith Lord, but we have a Buried Initiate who has a chance of killing this Wraith Lord. I don't remember what happens, so it's got a good guard at least. He just needs to land a dust to dust on this Wraith Lord and he will win. So let's hope that he can do that. He's casting some skeletons right now. That's not too bad. They will move up and occupy him a little bit. Now he's coming forward to cast. He's on advance in spells, I think. I hope. Yep, here he goes. Casting dust to dust. He didn't land it. Now we're fighting him. Come on, land that dust to dust. He's casting it again. Or no? No, he's not even preparing to cast anything. Is he fatigued? He's fatigued out of his mind. He cast dust to dust there and he failed it. Unfortunate. In comes the Wraith Lord. And oh, okay, so the guy gets away, Theoderic here, and 1 troll as well. Okay, we didn't lose him. That was in the Mere. And he retreated successfully to Windsong Forest. It's nice. In Velex, we are attacking Shanton here, and with a bunch of cavemen and a Buried Initiate. Let's see if we can get it this time around. We failed the last time. I think this time we'll power through. Kill everything. Nice. Then in Lake Seaweed, we are being attacked by a white. And they will kill our amphibian production here. Unfortunate. In Jelena Gora, we are attacking with our mercenaries, raiders here, but oh yeah, here's a Ringwraith, the Wraith Lord, and no doubt he will kill everything here. Does anything get away? Nothing gets away. In Lauria, we had an angel in here as well, I think. Yeah, just an angel on his own. This is Meriadoc, and there's not any province defense here to speak of, so he will take that one and siege that. In Lithia, we are being raided. No, we are raiding Brasbad in one of the provinces that they took from us, and a Wraith Lord against this province defense will kill everything. And then we are on to the events. There was an unexpected event in Olior, and we found a treasure from a troll, lots of gems, a little bit of gold, and a two-shot longbow. So all of this is really, really nice. Just gonna add to our gem income. And in Furia we get 5 death gems. Very nice. We have a lot of death gems this turn, as you can imagine. A very deadly disease is spreading in Vipitra. That is because this guy has a Reaper charm, Venom charm, that we will still hope that we get off of him. Tempestus here, he's dying. We need him to die in battle so we can pick up the items. I don't think you get to do it if he dies from disease. So we need to use him a little bit more aggressively in the future. Clodomir was discovered and attacked in the God Coast, and that's to be expected. That was over here. Yeah, can't really have scouts in here when they are patrolling with all that shenanigans. What else do we have at the bottom here? Then we have the entrance to Quantum has been breached. We are under siege in Jebro, but we are only damaged. Let's have a look at that one. It's down to... So he did sieges in Jebro. He got more than halfway on the castle in the first turn, so he will probably break it next turn. In the Grain Gate, we are down to 117, which I think is from 2 rounds. So I'm counting on this one here going for 1 more turn before breaking. I think killing the leaders will help a little bit. Then in High Mill, that's not really anything. We were just raiding that, so he can't produce mages. In Umbra, we have breached the fortification, and we are storming the castle here. With the angel as well. We'll talk about all of these things. But then patrolling troops have killed everything. Let's talk about Shanton first then, and Umbra specifically. Oh, excuse me. I am expecting him to... Like, I'm not sure if he expects me to take down Umbra. We are gonna storm castle with Bilbo as well. I think that will... We don't know if there's anything in here, but I think this would be able to take it no problem. Everything's up front, just ready to move in. Bilbo will hold and attack rear, because we do have a priest. And so what could happen is that he moves everything from these two provinces in to assist. And in that case, we need some help, and I'm expecting him to do that. So I'm moving in every angel here. And then the angels are also gathered, so that's nice. Every angel that we had around will move in here and help in the battle outside the fort, and then only Bilbo will be in the battle inside the fort. So they are here. He should have been up here with the angels, of course, so he could have blessed all of them. That's sort of a mistake. But that's what it is, no matter. We will take that fight here, and then we'll take Umbra. We'll destroy the lab inside, and just be super annoying. Shut down more mage production, slowly bringing Shanton to their knees one fort by one. We took away his production in his lab in here. Now we have once again shut down production in 4 of his forts. So he only has 1 fort producing mages, probably 2. These 2 forts here producing mages, if anything. And we are attacking up in the Realm of Silence, again with everything we have nearby, a bunch of cavemen and a bunch of other units, just mundane units, but I'm hoping to overpower whatever mages he sets up. And we have a bunch of units just moving forward. That's the plan here. Then let's see. From High Mill, we have a bunch of units moving out. We'll be raiding in Weldrith. We'll be moving Tusha here to the Lake Seaweed, because I'm expecting him to move that White Shaman. And Green Marshes, Gollum has moved in and is now demolishing the lab, so he can't produce these sorceresses in here. It's a little bit unfortunate, or you could say maybe premature, whatever. I would have liked to have these mages myself. We don't super need them, but more better nature mages. This one's poison resistant as well. There might be some cross paths and stuff that could be useful. Even the Jade Maidens would be nice to recruit. But it's gonna be a long while before I can probably claim to own this area, and so I just want to make sure that he can't retake it and use it. This is the type of units that casts foul vapors. This combo here, and I don't want him to have that available to him. Worth noting, yeah, definitely worth noting that when we fought him in Shanton, he cast foul vapors, but back then the priests, the Jade Sorcerers that cast that spell died, so there's no one following this army, and I've checked. There's no one following this army that can cast foul vapors again, which is really comforting for me. I have been preparing for that specific occasion, but it's not going to be necessary. He's not going to be able to do foul vapors. Tinian can still do it and stuff, and maybe some of the others. I'm thinking Portis has poison as well. I'm really prepped for all the poison thing, and Portis is going to be eradicated. Shanton is almost broken, and Atinium is AI. So in the end, it'll be either Rasbat or Avast that we're fighting, and then they don't have poison either of them, so that's... Anyway, more about Shanton, not much to say. This army here, our Scalar Spam army, is going to move... It can move directly to Laria, so it's gonna... And we're gonna take Laria this time around. We wanna... Laria is, I think, the breeding ground for the Wraith Lords. So we want to siege it down, take it out, probably keep the lab. and use it as our own. Just take it over and build it up, make it our own, and when he's gonna be fighting tooth and nail to get Laria back so that his Wraith Lords don't die permanently, and we will be attempting to kill all of them in rapid succession from that point on. And also anything that we kill outside now will be spawning in Laria, and then, you know, they'll be inside the siege here, and when we take Laria with the angels, hopefully later, we will be able to kill all of the Wraith Lords in here, and then they are instant dead. Also, again, we have the one Wraith Lord in here from Laria, which has immortality Laria, and I'm hoping that if we take Laria and then get this guy killed, that he will respawn on our side. It's an experiment worth testing. Good, moving on. Atinium, not much to say here. We can't really attack them. We sort of have to just lay back and just wait for them to spread out their units and just, yeah, whittle them down over time. They must have so much money and so many gems. They're already spawning things en masse, and it's gonna be just hell to deal with, and it's gonna be my job to deal with them, for sure. They might expand into Shandon down here, which I'm hoping, unless we get it. They might attack Portis, they might attack Avas, but for the most part, it's me. Which it's, I mean, okay, I would have preferred having a player play them. It would have been more fun, more challenging. It is going to be a lot easier for me, and it might even be the thing that wins me the game, that Atinium does not end up being the thorn in my side that I feared that they would. Because that's sort of, I don't really have to focus on them. The AI, we will beat them. I don't fear that at all. So I can focus more on staying on top of the other players instead of dealing with Atinium. We will have Bob patrol in here in case this army is feeling frisky and moves directly to Mark. Basically, Bob will be moving around inside our Dominion now and just dealing with threats inside our Dominion. I don't want him to move out here and be in enemy Dominion and have a risk of dying, so he can respond to threats inside the Dominion. I've said it twice, three times, and that's how it's gonna be. Avas and Portis, there's not much to say. Avas is beating them handedly. I'm a little bit underwhelmed by the attacks that's been coming from Rosbart. Like the way we saw them dominating Avas, I thought they were a lot stronger, and right now we push them back. They have this raiding army here, but otherwise this army is really not that strong. It really isn't. 19 devils and 5 destroyers of flame. It's not nothing. We need to be able to move in with enough units that we can deal with them, but then we win the battle. And we can do that with angels, and we can do it with different units. So I'm just letting siege it down and biding my time. I'm gonna do the same over here. We're not gonna attack. I think we are attacking into it with a scout just in case he moves and does something like I'm doing. But inside we're just going to cast spells and stuff and research. Over here we can't research inside, but we'll do another assassinate. Let's show all the forging and spellcasting. We had a lot of death gems this turn, and for the most part we are just casting Twiceborn with all of our the bird consorts now. Everywhere I have a bird consort that I either just researching and not, or that I'm tending to use outside in fights. We are not gonna have them twice spawned, and that it doesn't have immediate payoff, but in the long run, it means we get a lot of free mages once I start losing them, and it's just gonna help the research and having them twice spawn. I will be more confident in just moving them out and using them actively, and I think that's gonna be really, really helpful. We're still moving into blood magic here. Research queued up. So a lot of Twiceborn being cast. Then we are casting Spirit Mastery here just to have a little bit of some more units with Don't Run here. He's gonna have a lot of spirits come in for 4 gems. That's good. We had another angel come in, Smeagol here, and he's gonna move up. He couldn't make it, I think, up to Umbra, so he's gonna raid over here in Nirn. And it's gonna be an easy raid for him, but it's not somewhere where the cow would want to teleport in to kill him, so that's why we're doing it there. We're poking into the Grain Gate with one of the Wraith Lords here, and the other one will move up here. Second Gem Brigade is sneaking into Grain Gate. And we'll be pushing forward into the below with this group here, hoping to pick up some items with Adalodal if Tempestus dies. And down here we're moving in this little grouping. Oh, in Quantum we are storming the castle. I forgot about that. I'm not actually confident that we would take it this turn. So I have most of them on retreat, so they're just gonna move in, spam some spells, some blessings, some undead, and then have then we'll have just like Herman stay around and have, hopefully we will kill enough units that next time we attack them we will both know exactly what he has inside, and we will be able to you know, pick and choose, so we can pick and choose what units we need to actually overcome the remaining forces. And there's a small chance that we beat it this turn, so we are rushing in. Athenium's pushing over here. Okay, let's go back and show here. We have Spirit Mastery, Heavenly Host, or Heavenly Wrath. So another angel coming in. I have to move some gems around to get it, but we are spending everything. That's good. Forged Dragon Helmet. We are casting Twiceborn here. Up here, we are now moving out a lot of water mages from here, and we're forging a Boots of Quickness. But we have in the water, we now have a mage as well, and I gave him this Rope of the Sea to get him to level 3, and then he can cast Summon Bishop Fish. Summon Bishop Fish. I've never cast it before, but the caster summons a Bishop Fish. The legendary Bishop Fish is a strange fish with fins resembling priestly robes. It is a powerful priest but can release its maritime realm. So it's a level 3 priest. That is really, really good. That means it's basically like a prophet, but it can only go underwater. We don't really need it to claim thrones in the water, but it could do that, and I expect that's why it's there in the game. So you have, if you have water mages, even if you can't go underwater with your god or your prophet or whatever, you can still go underwater, cast this Bishop Fish, and get a level 3 holy to go and claim thrones with. That's cool. What we'll be using it for here is counter raiding against Wraith Lords and Whites. And I'm gonna cast probably 2 of them and move them out together with Came Back Wiser. And that little grouping will be able to push up this way. Same way this group of ours here will be pushing out. This group here is also sort of an anti Wraith Lord raiding thing, where we have a chance to steal the Wraith Lord, or if not, just kill it. They'll be moving down into Wellborn Waters. So he's casting that down there. Then we have cast Contact Hill Giant here. We have these guys are just moving out. They'll be assisting in at the Battle of Jebaro later. Choo Choo and Ernst here, who were moving out with the Trolls and the Hill Giant, they are gonna bypass Jebaro, and they're gonna move up towards Laria. I'm honestly not expecting him to stay on Jebaro. I would expect him to move back and come up here to Laria to defend that, because that's more important than Jebaro is for me. I would happily make that trade to get Laria down, get this away from him, get his Wraith Lord production staled, and his current Wraith Lords destroyed. Super important war target. And same with Shenton. These two, if I ever manage to really solidify my control in this area here, Shenton is dead. And then that might even be the victory of the game for me, because I can move my angel production up here, and all my other production of things can be moved up here to Laria, and that would be sort of insane. So I want to do that. Moving on to construction, we are forging a Thistle Mace here and casting Harrowspecks in here, casting Summon Griffins just to have some more defense here. Also Awakened Winemen, Contact Hill Giant just to have more troops in here. We're forging a Ring of Warning up here. I had a look at what kind of things he can do. We don't really need weapons and armor from here, but something we can do that we can craft that we can put on a thing and it will help us without having a chance of giving it to the opponent in a battle would be patrol bonus to someone patrolling on our blood hunting sites or in Black Harbor and such. So we can put that on the mouse chariot here, and he has a patrol bonus. Very cool. Is that all the forging? I feel like I'm missing one. What about up here? We're forging an armor of knights here, and of course cast Contact Hill Giant. And now I think we've been through most of the turn. Here's the current global enchantments. Now, I'm not going to dispel Avas's internal pyre, but we could. Could also go and dispel some of the Atinian things, but I don't really care all that much about them. They are gonna be a bitch to kill. But now I can safely say that if we could take Atinium, now, like, who would stop us except the AI? None of the other players are close to Atinium, so it is mine, except for the masses of AI units now moving out. This is a little bit of an interesting thing, throwing a stick into the wheel here. It's good for the game as a whole, I think. It makes it a little bit more interesting. What else? Have I talked about everything now? I think I have. So that's it for this episode. Did we send any messages? No. And we didn't really do anything there. We can look at the score graphs. Provinces went up a little bit. Forts, staled income going up, gem income going way up. That's of course because of the Well of Misery. In research, we are moving up. Dominion, staled. Army size growing, and ascension points, nothing new there. Okay, that is the end of this episode, so thank you guys for watching. Oh no, we are beating on a new mercenary band in land 65 that's here. So to help in quantum if I have to attack it again next turn. And the bowmen, we are renewing the contract, and I'm bidding like way over. In both cases, I'm bidding double, just because we can, and then we don't want anyone else to get these mercenaries, because it's mine, and I can afford it. I have so much gold. Alright, that's the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Wish me luck in the battles to come. Yeah, see you then. Bye-bye.